हेलो ऑल, वेलकम टू माय चैनल कथारसिस। सो आप लोग कंफ्यूज हो गए कि ये दूसरा पर्सन यहाँ जो बैठा हुआ है वो यहाँ क्यों है। सबसे पहले आई वुड वांट टू काइंड ऑफ मेंशन कि आज का ये वीडियो एक ऐसे टॉपिक पे बेस्ड है जो प्रॉब्ली हम सब ने कहीं ना कहीं किसी पॉइंट पे अपनी लाइफ में फेस किया होगा या फिर वी माइट हैव ट्राइड टू रिजॉल्व इट। इट्स अ टॉपिक ऑन इमोशनल डिपेंडेंस। अब ये डिपेंडेंस जो है वो किसी पे भी हो सकती है, कोई सिग्निफिकेंट अदर या कोई पेरेंट पे तो ऑब्वियसली नेचुरली हम सारे इनिशियल टाइम्स में सभी डिपेंड करते हैं, बट एज वी ग्रो we end up meeting so many other people, and the cycle of dependence starts when we kind of attach ourselves to another figure. So this other person sitting just next to me is my brother, that's Riddhesh. Riddhesh, would you like to introduce yourself to all the audience?
Hello, I'm her brother Riddhesh. Thank you.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Okay.
At this point.
So I mean, we are also we are like laymen. We will be giving you a point of view of what probably a layman thinks about it, and how we generally undergo that situation, and how we have tried to kind of overcome that. So baby, and just to let you know guys that आज का जो वीडियो है उसका कंटेंट हमने कोई भी प्री प्लान या कुछ भी हमने स्क्रिप्ट ऐसी कोई रेडी नहीं की है. इट्स अ वेरी इम्प्रॉम्प्टू काइंड ऑफ अ थिंग. वी विल बी डिस्कसिंग सर्टन थिंग्स अबाउट what we feel about it and how we try to resolve things. And लेमैन जब मैं बोल रही हूँ तो लेमैन का मतलब मेरे हिसाब से यही है कि एक नॉर्मल पर्सन, एक नॉर्मल पर्सन इस बारे में क्या सोचता है, हम जो एक आम आदमी इस बारे में क्या सोचता है. सो लेट्स सी हाउ इट गोज़. सो इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस की जब हम बात करते हैं तो मेरे हिसाब से इट्स माई पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू that it's nothing different from any other cycle of addiction. जब हम addiction की बात करते हैं जनरली people feel कि एक substance addiction होगा, जैसे alcohol addiction, कोई particular drug addiction, कोई भी एक addiction होगा. यही principle मैं इस चीज़ पे apply करना चाहूँगी. When we talk about addiction, it's about a cycle. It's a cycle that starts with overindulgence. जब हम overindulge करते हैं किसी चीज़ में, there comes a point जहाँ पर हम उसके अलावा या उसके बिना रहना हमारे लिए टफ हो जाता है. There are three things that it entails. There is tolerance, there is withdrawal symptoms, and there is compulsive behavior. When I say tolerance, it basically means that आप कोशिश करते हो अपने आप को उस पर्टिकुलर चीज़ से अलग करने की, बट यू एंड अप थिंकिंग या फीलिंग कि ऐसा करना टफ हो रहा है. मतलब आप कोशिश करते हो अपने आप को उससे थोड़ा वीन ऑफ करने की, बट दैट समथिंग विच सीम्स इम्पॉसिबल. दिस फर्दर लीड्स टू विड्रॉल सिम्टम्स. आप जब कोशिश करते हो अपने आप को उससे अलग करने की, आपको लगता है कि आपकी बॉडी कुछ ऐसे सिग्नल दे रही है या ऐसे सिम्टम्स शो कर रही है कि आप बीमार पड़ने वाले हो, या आपको हार्ट अटैक आने वाला है, या आपको पैनिक अटैक आने वाला है. आपकी बॉडी ऐसे रिस्पॉन्ड करती है, या फिर आपका मेंटल स्टेट ऐसा रिस्पॉन्ड करता है जो आपको वल्नरेबल फील करवाता है. आपको लगता है कि यू आर जस्ट अबाउट टू लूज कंट्रोल एंड यू माइट जस्ट इवन डाई. इट कैन बी दैट एडवर्स. जब वो विड्रॉल सिम्टम्स आते हैं तो आप घबरा जाते हो, एंड जब आप घबरा जाते हो आप अपनी इंडल्जेंस उस चीज़ की और बढ़ा देते हो. यू ओवर डू थिंग्स. अगर सपोजिटली मैं एग्जांपल लेती हूँ किसी एक पर्सन का, अगर आप ओवरली डिपेंडेंट हो किसी पे, आप कोशिश करो अपने आप को उससे डिस्टेंस करने का, बट आपकी बॉडी और आपकी मेंटल स्टेट ऐसे साइंस शो करिए कि आप ऐसा नहीं कर पा रहे हो. आपको वल्नरेबल फील हो रहा है, आपको वीक फील हो रहा है, आपको ऐसा लग रहा है कि आपका कंट्रोल लूज़ होने वाला है. दैट्स व्हेन यू स्टार्ट ओवर डूइंग थिंग्स. आप उसको बार बार मैसेज करोगे, उसको बार बार टेक्स्ट करोगे, आप उसको बार बार कनेक्ट करने की कोशिश करोगे, आप बार बार उसको बैक करोगे, प्लीड करोगे कि भाई वापस आ जाओ, मैं इस चीज़ से नहीं जूझ पा रही. You might even end up doing things which you might regret later. You might even end up losing your dignity in front of that other person. You might just feel कि आप इतना ज़्यादा stoop down कर जाते हो या इतना ज़्यादा अपने को इतना नीचे कर देते हो कि आप बाद में रिग्रेट करते हो ऑफ कोर्स कि आपने ऐसा कुछ किया है, बट इट मे जस्ट एंड अप बीइंग दैट काइंड ऑफ अ सिचुएशन. एंड देन यू ओवर डू थिंग्स जस्ट बिकॉज क्योंकि आपका विड्रॉ करना आपको बहुत टफ लग रहा है. दैट्स वेयर आई फील कि ये एक साइकिल है जो शुरू हो जाती है इमोशनल डिपेंडेंस की. क्योंकि आपने एक बार ऐसा शुरू कर दिया, देन टू कम आउट ऑफ दैट साइकिल बिकम्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट. एंड दैट्स वेयर somewhere you start depleting yourself. You start depletion of your own dignity. You start depleting your own self in this entire situation. ज़रूरी ये है कि एडिक्शन को तोड़ना, एडिक्शन को कैसे तोड़ा जाता है, बहुत मिक्स व्यूज़ हैं. कईयों को ऐसा लगता है कि एकदम से एडिक्शन को तोड़ा जा सकता है, एकदम से छोड़ दीजिए, और कई ऐसा सोचते हैं कि एडिक्शन को धीरे धीरे करके कम कीजिए. आई फील इसमें कोई राइट या रॉन्ग चीज़ नहीं है. आई फील जो आपके लिए ठीक काम करता है वो आपको फॉलो करना चाहिए कि एकदम से छोड़ना है या थोड़ा थोड़ा करके छोड़ना है. बट जस्ट टू लेट यू नो, दोनों में जो एक चीज़ बहुत ज़्यादा रिक्वायर्ड है वो है सेल्फ कंट्रोल. सेल्फ कंट्रोल आई फील इज़ समथिंग विच इज़ very very difficult to implement in one's life. And जहाँ आपने वो कंट्रोल शो कर लिया, जहाँ आपने वो इंटेंट शो कर लिया कि आपको उस चीज़ से बाहर निकलना है, there's another concept which I would probably want to mention. It's called self-efficacy, but I'll come back to this term later. First let's move to what Ridhesh wants to mention about this. Over to you, Ridhesh.
Thank you, Shivani. So why I felt drawn when Shivani told me that she was making this video, मुझे ऐसा क्यों लगा कि मुझे भी इसका पार्ट होना चाहिए, because I was also a slave of emotional dependence or dependence on someone early this year. तो अगर मैं अपने बारे में थोड़ा बताऊँ about my experience, so I was emotionally dependent on this one person who was quite elder to me. It wasn't a romantic bond. It wasn't a love relationship. It was more of a brotherly bond. But you could compare it with a romantic relationship, minus the physical intimacy or the physical attraction that's there. So, धीरे धीरे जब आप बात करना शुरू करते हो किसी से, and then you know sort of start discussing everything and anything with the person, और आप बहुत ज़्यादा इमोशनली डिपेंडेंट हो जाते हो उस पर्सन पे. सो इन माई केस व्हाट हैपेंड वाज दैट I would prefer speaking to that person, or rather discussing problems with that person, than with people in my family or my closest friends. And I would also sometimes try and find excuses to not speak with people from my family and rather spend time speaking with the person. So it had reached to such an extent. It did bother me at times, not bother, but I did feel a little cautious at times, if I could say that. What if this were to end one day? But then I thought that I should put aside such thoughts and then only focus on strengthening of this relationship, which was already very strong by my definition. But then my worst fears saw light of the day, and it abruptly ended one day. और उस टाइम आपको समझ नहीं आता कि आप कहाँ, मतलब किस डायरेक्शन में जाओ, एंड आप क्या कर रहे हो. यू ऑल्सो स्टार्ट टू क्वेश्चन योर लाइफ के इज़ इट रियली वर्थ लिविंग नाउ विदाउट द काइंड ऑफ communication or the kind of emotions that you used to get from the person. Will you ever be able to come out of it? Will you ever be able to live without receiving that sort of stimulation from the person every day? And then thoughts as intense as committing suicide start to come in your mind. Or I was no exception, so these things happened to me too. And other things that come along with it. You don't feel hungry at all. Your digestion, your metabolism goes for a toss. You start to lose weight. You're only thinking about the person and nothing else. Your career goes for a toss because you're not concentrating on your work at all. So these things happen with people. I had read about it. I never thought this would happen to me, but it actually did. Uh, but so this bond that I'm talking about was a 3-month bond. So this period of emotional dependence that was there was a 3-month thing, and it took me as long, in fact longer, to come out of it completely. So it took me close to 4 months to be able to come out of this mess that I was into. So a few learnings that I'd like to share from my experience. I was lucky, in fact, that I had the kind of people around me that I did, who really helped me come out of it. So the first thing that I'd like to suggest in a case, if it does happen to you, is that you should, in fact you must seek psychological help. I luckily have a sister who's a psychologist. I also have a few friends who are into psychology, who were a big help for me at that point. उस टाइम आपको लगता है that I'm perhaps the most unlucky person on this planet, and people around me are much happier, people around me are much happier in their relationships, in their bonds, etc. और मैं तो एकदम ही मेरा बुरा हाल है, and I will never be able to come out of it. But do keep in mind, do bear in mind that there are millions and millions of people who have either gone through that situation or are currently in the same situation or the same boat as you. And you are not an exception. So when millions of people are there with you, this means that they are either in the process of coming out, or they've already come out of it and are happy in the lives that they are leading currently. So the first thing that I'd like to suggest that you must follow in this case, regardless of what your family has to say about it, regardless of what your friends have to say about it, do seek psychological help, because there are people who are trained to help people come out of it, and it's best to go to them to be able to come out of it. It is important to also to sort of first look around and see who's the best person that you'll be able to speak to, who's the best psychologist that you could go to for a thing such as this. But I would strongly recommend that you go and see a psychologist. And the second thing that I can say from my experience is that have a person who you can call a confidant, who you could speak to about every emotion or everything that's going inside of you. That confidant may not necessarily be a family member, it may not necessarily also be a friend, it may be a third person that you've just met with, but who's being able to relate to what you're going through. Perhaps he has gone through it, perhaps not, but he's being able to understand and is being able to give you the time and space that you require to be able to come out of it. I also luckily had a friend who stood by me all through this journey. And people, even if it's someone from your family, even if it's like the closest family member who would always wish well for you, they might after a point start thinking कि क्या है, मतलब 4 महीने हो गए हैं and you're still not out of it, क्या मतलब इतना भी क्या है, why are you not being able to come out of it? But believe you me, and believe also the people who've written at length on the internet, that it does take very long for you to be able to come out of it. And I was reading somewhere that it has the same impact on your mind as does quitting cigarette or as does quitting drugs. But in that case, you at least have the option of going back to a cigarette or a drug whenever you feel the need, and you try and gradually reduce the quantity that you take. In this case, you don't have the person to gratify you any longer.
Right.
As much as you may want him, as much as you may want his presence around, or to be able to speak with him, you won't be able to do that. So it's even tougher than that to be able to come out of it. And therefore, I think it's very important for you to have a confidant who understands you completely and who's just a message away or a phone call away, who's there by your side always. It's not so easy to be able to find someone like that, but you'll be very lucky if you do have one such person.
But now I would just want to kind of pose a question to you, Hridesh. Like you mentioned, have a confidant or an emotional anchor, right? But don't you think that will start another cycle of dependence? कि फिर आप दोबारा से किसी को मैसेज करके बोल रहे हो कि मैं फिर I'm not feeling too well, I'm feeling.
I think one major difference between the earlier emotional dependence and this is that here you're only talking to that person with respect to this thing that has happened in your life. There you were speaking to the person about anything and everything. You were discussing everything with him.
So you're probably mentioning that it has to be a very focused conversation.
Correct,
you are seeking help with an intent, with a particular focused
Correct.
point
That's true.
that you have in mind that
That's
you want
true.
to clarify.
That's true. And I think why I say you'll be lucky if you have one such person is because the other person should also realize that this is why you're speaking to him, or this is why you're having the kind of conversation that you're having. It's tough, but you'll be very lucky if you have one such person. And so yeah, these are my two major takeaways, if I could call it that.
Right.
If this were a test for me, these are the two takeaways that I have from the test. I do hope it doesn't happen to anyone, because if you have one such emotional relationship which is sustainable and which is lasting, it's a beautiful thing to be in. But if God forbid something happens and you're out of it, it's perhaps the worst thing that could happen to you. So I would really wish that it doesn't happen to anyone. But these are a few learnings if God forbid you were to be in one such situation.
So the thing that loudly speaks in your points that you have mentioned just now is seeking help, right? Seeking help is extremely important. आप किसी मुश्किल में हो तो please do not hesitate, and do not feel that you are you will probably make others view you as an inferior person. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. Help ज़रूर मांगिए, and उसमें please hesitate ना करें. That's what your point of view probably is on this particular thing. Any other additional?
One more thing I'd like to add here is that do have this resolve within that you want to come out of it.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you are hopeful that you'll be able to enter into a relationship back with the person, but at the same time you're also working towards coming out. So that's like sailing in two boats and you're ultimately finally going to drown. So you should have that resolve that you have to come out of it. It's not healthy for you. It's bad for you. It's bad for your health. It's bad for your family also. And therefore you have to come out of it. If the person really had the kind of worth that you thought he did, he would have certainly want to establish a relationship back with you. If he's not doing that, that means he doesn't have the kind of worth. He doesn't understand your worth, and you shouldn't therefore give him that much importance in your life at all.
Very correctly mentioned. You need to understand your worth first.
Correct.
And you really need to know that you are to be respected. You need to earn that respect and not let go of your dignity.
That's right.
ऐसा कोई भी ऐसी सिचुएशन नहीं आनी चाहिए जहाँ आपको अपनी डिग्निटी से कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ करना पड़े. आई थिंक डिग्निटी ही एक ऐसी चीज़ है जो एक बड़ी इजीली आपको चीज़ जो मिली है, बट इट्स ऑल्सो द मोस्ट एक्सपेंसिव थिंग. सो वो चीज़ मेंटेन करना बहुत ज़रूरी है. Adding to what Riddhesh mentioned, there was another concept which I just now mentioned. I'll talk about it. It's called self-efficacy. Self-efficacy basically means कि आपको ऐसा लगे कि आप में desired skills या behaviors हैं कि आप किसी situation से बाहर आ सकते हो. तो ये self-efficacy high किस चीज़ से होती है? Self-esteem से. Again, coming back to the same point, आपकी dignity high होगी, आपकी self-esteem अगर high होगी तो आप में self-efficacy भी high होगी. आपको अपने ऊपर भरोसा होगा कि आप उस चीज़ से बाहर आ सकते हो. It's very much important to know that आपका locus of control जो है वो उस person में नहीं है, आप में खुद में है. आप चाहो तो आप उस चीज़ से बाहर आ सकते हो. आपको किसी और XYZ की ज़रूरत नहीं है किसी चीज़ से बाहर आने के लिए. Seeking help, very rightly mentioned Riddhesh, seeking help is extremely important, and even Riddhesh might agree with this. जब तक आपकी खुद की will नहीं होगी तो मे बी किसी और की help भी help नहीं करेगी. तो आपको भी इक्वल अमाउंट ऑफ एफर्ट उसमें पुट इन करना है. जब आप दूसरे से हेल्प मांगते हो तो आपको खुद भी अपनी इन्वॉल्वमेंट शो करनी है कि आप भी चाह रहे हो उस चीज़ से बाहर आने का. बट अगर आप खुद ही नहीं चाहोगे तो कैसी भी हेल्प आपको मिले कोई काम नहीं आएगी. तो यू ऑल्सो नीड टू बी 100% involved in that process of coming out of that situation. So again, when I talked about locus of control should lie within you and not outside you. आपको वो source of control अंदर ढूंढना है कि मैं कंट्रोल कर सकती हूँ या मैं कंट्रोल कर सकता हूँ. That's the only thing which I wanted to mention, which I feel is extremely important to come out of any dependent cycle. I would really want Riddhesh to conclude this video today. It has already been too long, but I hope लोग इसको अच्छे से सुनेंगे. Riddhesh, concluding remarks.
So my concluding remark would be that I would first of all wish that this doesn't happen to anyone. The emotional dependence bit of it is good, but if it were to end because of any reason, I really wish that doesn't happen to anyone. But if at all it does, do bear in mind that you are just one among the millions of people who've been there, who've experienced all of that and have been able to come out of it successfully and are happy in their lives.
Absolutely.
And you therefore will certainly be. It's just that you need to make that move, and you just need to have that resolve
Exactly.
within.
It's just a matter of one decision, and
Correct.
that one decision can take you either to this side or towards that side.
That's correct.
आपको decide करना है कि आपको क्या चाहिए अपनी life में, आपको क्या करना है. So the road less traveled. That's what probably you need to kind of consider.
Absolutely.
So that's about it for this particular topic. Hope it made sense, and would really like and appreciate if you can comment on this and share if you liked what we talked about and any additional point that you would want to mention. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.